David, disappointing night tonight. How did you see the game?
Yeah, disappointing to lose the game. Again, all credit to both teams. I thought we both played in a good manner. We tried to play the right way. We gave up probably too much possession in the first half, but again, that's my decision as the manager. I made that call to try and hit them in the turnover. We did that with obviously taking the lead, and probably if of any frustration when we did take the lead tonight, we probably, the next 15-20 minutes of the game, we didn't go and get right on top of them. We conceded a disappointing goal. And again, the second half, we discussed at half-time about coming out and being a wee bit more proactive with our forward players, going to put a wee bit more pressure on them. We ended up getting done because we had probably too many bodies forward with the cross shot that Joel had taken, and with one or two sort of in the wrong position. We got done with the initial throw out, we got bodies back, and then we got done with a midfield runner. And Joe Thompson's, again, he done quite a bit last year for Larne. He's in a good rich vein of form at the minute, and we didn't track the runner, and we got done with probably a soft second goal.
He introduced a few young players tonight. Yeah. From the bench. They didn't disappoint at all?
No, absolutely not. And again, there'd be no reason why they would disappoint. Again, they're very much part of our squad. They're very much the plans of the football club going forward. When you looked at the bench tonight, we had, and it's not ideal. I said at the start of the season there was probably going to be a little bit more naivety in around the squad. But one thing that the younger players do is give us good enthusiasm, good energy. I thought when Reece and Dara come on, they give us something in the final third, and obviously young Josh Archer was, very good against Glentoran the other night when he comes on. So he's replacing the captain. So as disappointing as it is, we are short probably in the squad, and that's no disrespect to anybody that we have either in the starting 11 or in and around the bench at the minute. We're probably short in one or two with, the suspension, the injuries. Players obviously moving on, etc., and whatever it is. But I'm the manager, it's my issue, I'll deal with it. We want to get the injured players that we have back as soon as possible. The quicker we do, the better, and then that'll beef up the squad and beef up the options. The younger players hopefully will gain experience in and around the squads at the minute, and then when their time comes, then they're ready to go.
You mentioned about players coming back. We have Daniel coming back into the fold then for next week. Especially against Crusaders, that's going to be important then to add a bit more, as you say, into the squad.
Yeah, it's important. Again, when you look at the squad today, we had Aidan Doherty that we brought in from the 20s, who's done pretty well. Chris McKee looks as if he picked up an knock and he's due to go with the 20s next week. So when you look at it, it's probably a body for body in Daniel Finlayson for Chris McKee. Joel Cooper picked up a knock today. Hopefully that's not too serious, and we can get him on the training pitch next week and ready again for Crusaders. So as deflated and disappointed as it always is here when we lose a game, I praised and applauded the boys for their work ethic and their attitude over the last couple of months. It's not easy going on the run that they have done, albeit the last time we lost we went on a good run. So we lost to Larne. We've got to make sure that going forward now we play Larne 3 weeks in the cup. We're back down at Larne before the turn of the year, but you're not going to win a league title just by beating Larne. You have to beat the teams that we beat: the Cliftonvilles, Crusaders, Glentorans in recent weeks and months, and we need to make sure that we're doing our job properly.
Crusaders now next Saturday, another difficult game coming up.
Yeah, tough game, always a tough game at Seaview physically. If we're not up to match the standards of the physicality of Crusaders, they'll find you out. So one thing that we'll talk about this week is the physicality and our performance, and we'll need to make sure that we're not only matching them, but hopefully with the ball, hopefully a little bit better, create more opportunities. And say we've had a tough run of games. We've a tough run of games coming up, and that's the next game.
Well, thanks very much for taking time out this evening, David. Thank you.